All right. All right, we're wrapping up. We're wrapping up the end of things today with Mono Blue Wizards and Legacy. So we have many staples such as Stonybrook Banneret. Merfolk and Wizard spells cost you 1 less to cast. It has Island Walk. Patron Wizard. Tap an untapped wizard you control. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Sage of Fables, which makes your other wizards bigger as they come into play. And then some Master of Waves and Azami Lady of Scrolls at the top end. To set a bar that's low, I don't think this is going to be the worst deck we play today, but I have low expectations going in. It does at least play Brainstorm, Ponder, Force of Will, so it probably can't be too terrible in the grand scheme of things. Let's see how it goes. Hypey, thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Basil Bucks this way this month. Thanks, everyone, by the way. I haven't been, like, shilling and super on as much as I always am during the day. It's been kind of a lax stream today. So thanks, everyone, for dropping in for our first long Moto stream in a while. Felt like a good day to work through some of the backlog since the Invitational was going on. I will be taking this entire weekend off and be taking weekends off between now and the next set release. But I will be back on Monday with my normal long Monday stream. I do one, if you enjoy Magic Online, Legacy, and Modern content, I do a Legacy or Modern League. Modern most mornings to start every stream during the week. So Monday through Thursday, I'm live at about 8 a.m. And on Fridays, I start about 10 or 11. And then I do a bunch of Standard as well on Magic Arena. That's awkward. I'm going to keep it up. They're playing a fair deck. How to get her ring size? I have no idea. My wife and I didn't have the most romantic proposal. We'd been living in sin for, I don't know, a couple of years at that point, and we just went to a ring store and I let her pick something out. There was no way I was spending the money rings cost without knowing she would like it. And then it turns out that was a really good decision because she ordered something custom. She didn't like any of the things they had in the store, so. I think Arid Mesa probably indicates they're playing a fair deck. This kind of unlocks our Brainstorm, but at the same time, I don't really want to Brainstorm until I have a way to clear the top of my deck afterwards. Solar Exalted, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, hopefully they have a bunch of counter spells rotting in their hand. Yep. The Stonybrook Banneret lets me play the Azami out next turn, which lets me draw 2 cards. Drawing infinite cards is probably how we end up playing through their removal and such. They brainstormed and missed a land here. Yep, looks like it. Alright, so do I master or do I sower? I might just sower. They generally don't play a lot of creatures. I think I just want to play this out as like a 2-2 that gives 2 devotion. Do you like Portent over Ponder and Miracles? It's usually not an either or question, Chalky. It's a yes question. You play both. Alright, well. The Lady of the Scrolls is ready to grind. For those of you that haven't played Legacy before, a lot of the things that exist in Legacy feel incredibly unfair. Terminus is one of these. This is a 6-mana card that puts all creatures on the bottom of their owner's library. But if the first card you draw for the turn, you get to cast it for 1 mana. And alongside the card Brainstorm, which lets you put cards in your hand back on top of your deck, you can really kind of control when the Terminus flips out for 1 mana. The search for Azcanta, probably going to bury us. I'm going to draw a step, click them here. Just see what they have going on. On the back of Sprite, maybe we can. The fact that all of our stuff's just uncounterable might be a good route to winning this game. Because their deck only has so many pieces of like sweepers and removal and stuff like that. Well, they haven't played a land yet for the turn. Which means this Terminus is going to be castable. So I think I need to bottom that. Wasteland is an excellent draw here. They have 2 Entreat the Angels here. Unfortunately, can't take Jace off the table this turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass here. Like I have the Patron Wizard and the Spellstutter Sprite. If they draw a Terminus, I can click them in response to the Miracle trigger. So in response to this Miracle trigger, I get to click the Terminus out of their hand. So the way Miracle works is when you draw it, you reveal it, and the trigger goes on the stack. And then when the trigger resolves, you actually put the spell itself on the stack. So I can click them, and in response here, can be cast for its Miracle cost. I would like to take that one out of your hand. And then, oh, I guess they can cast. They drew another Terminus for the turn, last turn. So they have a Terminus in their hand that they can cast here still, but in order to not get it countered by Patron Wizard, they're going to have to Jace bounce the Wizard to my hand. So they can't Terminus my board because I can just tap and untap Wizard to counter their spell. Okay, so the Portent here actually just dumpsters us. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Ugh. It wouldn't have mattered, right? So, these are going to untap anyways. I could have gone tap, to counter these unless they pay 2. But they brainstormed with Jace, so they're going to put Terminus back on top of their deck here. And then this lets them draw a card during my upkeep, right? So this is going to draw Terminus on my turn and clear my board for a mana. But even if I had made this cost 2 more, the Terminus costs 1, and then I can only make them pay 3 more here. I guess I would have gotten them to clear the fetch land, but... So I should have done this in the Portent, but ultimately it didn't matter because I had the Flooded Strand. And I think the fact that they're going to get to use this Jace again probably means that... Force Pitching Snap. Oh, wow. It really does matter because they put Entreat underneath this Terminus, and I would have forced them to shuffle the Entreat away, so then maybe Master of Waves is good enough. But now, because I didn't force them to use the fetch land, they get to Entreat, and then they're going to kill us the following turn. Alright, so Flusterstorm seems great here. Random Jace the Mind Sculptor seems great here. Sower does not seem great. Trim at least 1 force. Clique seems excellent. Let's try this. I don't think this is a Thorn of Amethyst matchup. I think the Thorns are probably there for the more spell-based combo decks. I don't think it's quite good enough here. Maybe it is and I'm undervaluing it. Maybe it's like Force plus a Storybook Banneret out. I don't know. I have Brainstorms and Ponders too. Yeah, a single to Umezawa Jitte isn't that uncommon in creature deck sideboards. They're good against the other creature decks of the format, like Death and Taxes. Decks playing Delver Secrets or stuff like that. Yeah, I watched a good bit of the Invitational yesterday. I watched some of it this morning. Yeah, this is fine. This deck is a fire of tickets. That's kind of been the descriptor of like the last day, so or the rest of the days. So, I think I'm in the market for all of these. Sprite seems fine. Not sure if I want Master of Waves or not. Getcha. I'm in need of a new gaming chair. Any recommendations? I have the Tempo Storm branded DX Racer, which is quite reasonable for the price. I believe code TEMPO gets you 5% off on those. The red beverage emote is a drinking the Kool-Aid emote from an old kind of inside joke reference from one of the old regulars, Justin, that used to frequent here and that donated a lot of dollar dues back in the day. Yeah, I agree with both of those things, Man Willer, and that's why I didn't stream it all yesterday, and I only streamed Magic Online today, because like you can see now, even with the Invitational not going on, like the viewer count for Magic Online is like half of my normal arena viewer count, which is expected. What do they do? They chose to shuffle their Ponder. I'm just going to jam Master of Waves and try and kill them ASAP. Is he still around? He dropped in this week, actually. It's been a hot second since he's been here, though. Do I just Wasteland this Tundra? That's totally the line, actually, right? Yeah, I'm going to Wasteland the Tundra. I'm going to play another Sage of Fables. Not attacking with this Sage, so I don't want to trade for their Snapcaster. Force is actually a really good draw. Gives me a little bit of insurance against, a little bit of insurance against a Terminus, which is one of their better hits at the moment. I have a Vendilion Clique, which gives me some insurance against that, too. Yeah, that's fine. You know, maybe I'm supposed to remove the counter and draw a card there. Yeah, that's probably actually what I'm supposed to do. Probably supposed to remove the counter and draw a card. Since I didn't, we'll just play Clique here. Take a peekaboo at what all they have going on in their hand. I'm just going to let that happen. I have 4 flying power here, so just protecting that seems fine. From like a Terminus or something. With the Clique getting into play, my force becomes more valuable. I'm going to take their Predict away, because the Predict could turn into 2 cards. With the double force here, we should be pretty clear to run this one across the finish line, I think. I'm going to force this Jace when they cast it. Do not want them to be able to brainstorm these 2 miracle cards at the top of their deck. So their hand right now is Entreat, Terminus, Council's Judgment, and then 1 card I don't know. They're dead in 3 attacks here. Does the Banneret increase the clock? It does not, right? No. So they need like they need like their mystery card to be a counterspell, and they need to rip Terminus off the top at this point. Brainstorm. Clique is out by the vote of the council. This says Island Walks. They didn't bother. That's actually an okay draw. It means they like draw another Brainstorm. We've got them covered. I guess the fact that they have, if they draw a land, they can cast it. Oh, if they draw a white source specifically, they can cast Entreat. Sprite is hitting any cantrip or Swords to Plowshares here. Yeah, this deck's got a lot of like tricky creatures in it with small decision points. Well, you know, they get to trade for, oh, they're clicking themselves. That makes sense. I assume they're going to trade with Spellstutter Sprite here. So they got rid of their Terminus. This puts them to 4. Hopefully they cast a cantrip that I can Spellstutter Sprite next turn. Just to, like, get extra power into play. I'd love for them to, like, Portent, Ponder, Brainstorm, etc. here. They have Entreat and 2 cards I don't know. If they have a Swords to Plowshares here, oh, I could double Sprite. Because I forgot this was making them cheaper. That's excellent for us. This is smart on my opponent's part that they predicted in response. I could have countered the Clique, but that left me vulnerable to other things happening. So we'll draw Cursecatcher here. Stop it. Alright, so it's got to fade Terminus here. If they hit Terminus, we're probably dead. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the Cursecatcher there because of that. I don't know. I don't think we're winning either way if they hit Terminus. Sweet. On the scoreboard in the first match. Already more successful than the Spanish Inquisition League. Get it? Got it. Good. What's going on, Mr. Silicon? Yeah, the modern decks I had planned to play kind of sucked. So we blew through them quickly. And I needed to do prep for some of the other modern decks towards the top. So I was like, let's load up the legacy decks. They're ready to go. Yeah, Sand's fine. Not amazing, but fine. Isn't a complete dumpster fire. Doesn't seem like it. One can hope, right? Is that enough for Jitte to be good? I don't think so. This hand really needs to hit a third land on time. Cavern would be a great draw. Alright, I mean, I was hoping to hit a third blue for the Patron Wizard, but that's better than missing for sure. Why no Oops All Spells? Because Spanish Inquisition was the deck that was in my deck queue, Jerry. Even on Moto, I still just worked through the queue. Perfect. Oh, you know what? Am I supposed to just click here? Maybe I'm supposed to just click here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on the Patron Wizard. Am I? No, I'm gonna play the Wizard. Well, Patron Wizard can counter Jace. And, like, if they set up Terminus here, I can counter Terminus unless they pay 3 by tapping both my Wizards and then Cursecatchering it. This card's actually kind of sweet. I have the Force here as well. Cursecatcher is like almost Spell Pierce. It's not even just creature days, right? It's like every card's a day, so like they stack up. So they're trying to figure out if they want a Terminus here. Because if they Terminus, they only actually take one card off the table, Cursecatcher, and they spend their entire turn doing it because they have to spend 3 mana. So they're determining that they want it is worth their time to Terminus, sure. I don't think this is going to work out how they want it to work out. I'm not sure why they cast the Swords to Plowshares here. I guess it lets them keep the Terminus. I guess it lets them keep the Terminus. And they can't miracle that. Oh, do they not have another land? Wow, that's great for us. Well. I just played a Wasteland, Captain Command. And the Clique will kind of give me a lay of the land here as far as, like, how aggressive I want to be in terms of countering things and, like, attacking or not. So, like, give me Like the lay of the land. I think this Brainstorm is actually just like hanging out as like the blue card for this Force of Will. The information off this click will be very valuable. Is this cube? No, this is Legacy. I think I take their Brainstorm here, huh? I think I take their Brainstorm. Why do I care about Back to Basics? Wait, when is the Back to Basics resolving? In what universe is this Back to Basics resolving? Yes, you can pitch hybrid cards to Force. Oh, buddy. Oh, all right. These people are great. Buy their stuff. I'm gonna restart Magic Online because they're starting to lag from the memory leak. These people also great. Buy their stuff. We 1-0 with Mono Blue Wizards, ladies and gentlemen. Undefeated. Patron Wizard busted. Confirmed busted. Yeah, they had to choose between like running their spells into Patron Wizard, just letting us draw infinite cards. Neither of those results were going to be ideal for them. Cavern of Souls is a messed up card, to be fair, Marty. I agree. 10 out of 10, Cavern was excellent. Man, we played 7 MTGO decks today. There were 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, or 26. So it's like a quarter of the MTGO queue I got through. God bless. Where are the bolts? Asking the questions. And doesn't do anything. That seems fine. A bottom A not land there. A group called Fandom's Legend is going to be doing some cash MTG Arena tournaments with some regularity. I don't think they have all the details fleshed out yet, but the first set of them will be a selection of streamers, and I believe at some point they'll be public. I'm sensing a theme. Ooh, Spellstutter Sprite's probably good against elves. Maybe I should force that one. That one might be forceable. The beard is very full today. It's starting to fill out a little bit. I don't think I've ever had my beard get this long before. If they have Elvish Visionary here, I think I actually have to force it. Sylvan Library. Yeah, we're going to force that one. Lincoln Beard. I think I'm gonna let it grow out until it gets warm consistently. But once we get into the summer, a long beard's not really an option. But until we hit like 65 degrees plus every day, I think I'm gonna let the beard grow out so that we can maintain the pink for a little while longer. Although I think the hair on the top of my head is going away this weekend. It's thoroughly faded at this point. How about if we didn't do that? Love your content. Thanks for all the YouTube videos. Glad I'm able to subscribe and keep the channel growing. Well, thanks for keeping me around, Bill Smash. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday and a good start to your weekend. It hasn't been turning gray, though. It hasn't been fading out. It's just been disappearing. Having a tribal mirror match here. The Wizards versus the Elves. Many a Lorwyn block card were cast that day. You don't like my pink border? Maybe we'll change things up on the border front. At some point. Try different colors and ideas for things. Why not waste the Bayou? Because they have plenty of mana. And I'd rather save the Wasteland for, like, a Cradle or something. Like, this Delta is valuable later if I, like, I don't know, do stuff. Like, they're gonna have plenty of mana here. Oh no, not Cavern of Souls. I think we're dead, chat. Can this deck ever beat Elves? We've got like 2 Dismembers and an Umezawa's Jitte and a Submerge. I'd be very surprised if this deck can beat Elves with any amount of consistency. This is the part where we concede to natural order. For those of you that are new to Legacy. Natural order be attacking for 8-14. Suppose if I draw exactly Master of Waves, we could maybe stay in it. Because Master of Waves would give me 8 power. And I already have some. So I'm not dead here, and we'll take 1 draw at Master of Waves. Right, because it's going to attack for 8-14. I go to 2. Flying Vigilance Trample, I can't cast instance. Deal. All right, James Newstead, thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate that. Have a sword to go with your shield. I mean, I don't know that Master of Waves actually helps me against Archon. It actually, because we drew the Master, we kind of been better off if they Crater Hoofed, right? Like, this Flying Trample Vigilance thing's gonna, like, kill us pretty quickly here. I'm not Wastelanding at this point because I want to draw Azami, Lady of Scrolls. So I can draw a bunch of cards here. Sower of Temptation, also an excellent draw. And I can't jump block this either because it's got trample. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Oh, Magic's a great game. I love Magic the Gathering. Yeah, now I should Wasteland them to keep them off of casting Natural Order. There's this many Sowers in the main deck, by the way. This many Sowers in the main deck. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so Force is good here. What's not good here? Is Azami too slow? I think Azumi's too slow. I theoretically need to cut 7 cards. Listen, we got really unlucky earlier today. This is our cumulative variance catching up for you. Oh, Grafdigger's Cage is great. Yeah. Maybe I just cut the card draw engines. Patron Wizard's probably not great here, huh? Like, they just have infinite mana. Cursecatcher's probably not absurd here either. I think I'd actually rather have the bigger wizards than the Cursecatchers. Like the Sage of Fables and the Azami to, like, churn through my deck to find the high impact stuff. Let's try this. Surgical is always good. Get out of here. Now, I don't think Jace is good enough because I think my opponent's often going to be wider on board than we are. I mean, they probably have Assassin's Trophy in their sideboard, so I assume that's going to come in against us. This hand does not do much. Deal. Rude. I think I'm going to Wasteland them on one here just in case we Legacy them. And in the event that we don't Legacy them, they can only play one more elf this turn, and then they can't activate Heritage Druids, which is nice.
I miss you.
Hi, wife. I am almost done. 2-0? 1-0? I don't remember where we are.
0-0.
Rats! I got excited. I thought we were maybe going to Legacy them.
Why aren't you playing the one with the pretty cards?
Why aren't you playing the one with the pretty cards? That's the real question, isn't it? Why aren't I playing the one with the pretty cards? I mean, I definitely want...
I bet chat wants to play Declan's Dino.
Sower and Wasteland here. That means I have to draw the third because I'm not going to be able to shuffle it away. Oh, no. So, Glimpse. Oh. Do they have a land here? They need... If they don't have land plus an elf, they're in trouble. Second Cradle. Okay, so we're probably dead. Still not an elf. If they put an elf into play here, the Heritage Druids tap for 3. Yeah, I'm gonna concede at this point. They're gonna put enough stuff into play that we're not gonna be able to come back. wrong. How are the monsters this evening?
You just described them. I'm hungry.
You're hungry. Well, I just ate Pop-Tarts, so... There's frozen things in the freezer. You know how to use a telephone for takeout, or you could cook something. Dealer's choice.
What does cooking mean?
What does cooking mean? She's a legacy aficionado. She probably doesn't even know what legacy staple Patron Wizard does.
It wins the game, right?
It wins the game. I mean, our Miracle's opponent did concede to it.
So I'm right.
You're not wrong.
Way to underestimate me.
How much is Jeff paying you to be a social media manager?
Not enough.
Not enough. I was just about to say that.
Cake shakes.
Get a cake shake on me.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Portillo's does sound good, doesn't it?
They don't deliver.
I'll be done in 45 minutes to an hour, and I will run out and get you Portillo's if you want.
Or we could just get cake shakes.
Do I want Grafdigger's cage? I feel like the rest of my hand doesn't do enough. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this.
But
I think
wouldn't you love us more if it was just me?
We should do an Overwatch stream again sometime soon. It's been a while.
Daddy, you're home.
You're home, Jacob.
Do you want to say hi to the internet?
Can you say hi?
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Yep. Oh, that's it. Back upstairs to play.
Yes, I know you want something. I will help you.
This is a little bit late. Oh, I messed up, right? I could have cast the cage off of this and cast this other ponder. Yeah, that's what I should have done. Let's do that this weekend, Beetle. I'll talk to Christy and have her organize in the subs Discord. We can get to play some games. Why not waste the Dryad Arbor? Yeah, I guess that could be okay too. I kind of want to like get to the 4 mana for the Master of Waves. But maybe I am just supposed to like slow them down at every opportunity. They just like have their Rex Stage naturally. Wow, that's rude. Yeah, I probably care about that. Yeah, I guess I know there's another Wasteland coming, too. Yeah, I guess I should have done this last turn. My sequence here has been super sloppy. In any order shuffle these. I think I'm looking for some cheaper wizards at this point. Ooh, oh no! It's not a wizard, chat. Why aren't you a wizard? Why aren't you a wizard, True-Name? My opponent doesn't have a lot going on. Hopefully their hand is just like Green Sun's doing this in natural orders. That'd be sweet.
Daddy, you pick a pop show. You pick a pop show.
You want to watch Paw Patrol on the TV?
Yeah, but it's already on. But I gotta pick a show.
Oh, you need me to pick it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick with you.
All right, Dad, I'll go pick a... I'm going to go put a Paw Patrol on really quick. Dad's running late tonight.
Yeah, running late.
Running late.
Dad, what's this blue one?
All right, I picked the Paw Patrol.
Okay.
I love you.
watch with me?
After I'm done working.
Okay.
Oh. Alright, so I think I pitched the true name here, since I can't cast it. I think I definitely want to keep the cage on the table. I can already cast Master, because it's a wizard, and the Stonybrook Banneret makes it cost less. Alright, so I'm going to wasteland them off of Bayou. Since I drew this. I wonder if it's possible I'm supposed to wait on this. Just like, try and find a couple more blue pips. Visionary. Vision is scary. Start a revolution. Pollute in the airwaves. Yeah, I feel like not dying to the Settle Sentinel is important. Punish for wastelanding aggressively. Well, the good news is if I draw a land, Azami probably runs away with the game, right? JK, we're dead. Maybe they don't have Heritage Druid plus a 1-drop. Hopefully they're just, like, using these as divinations, and they're gonna draw a bunch of Natural Orders and Green Sun Zeniths. That would be the dream. Don't play Creature followed by Gaia's Cradle. So Gaia's Cradle is what we're looking to dodge here. They could also just have, like, 1 mana land into Elf, into combo off. So Azumi's a great gal, but she is not, like, keep up with Glimpse of Nature good. Oh, they already have elves. The Elvish Visionaries are elves. I'm dumb. We're dead. I don't know why I was thinking these weren't elves. I'm so silly. Someone just asked I'm still on. It's a little bit past my normal stream time. People have been asking about evening streams. I've gotten so used to the 9 to 5 time slot, going much past that starts to drain a little bit, especially when Declan o'clock comes early. That's probably it more than anything. Declan's usually up by like 5 a.m. What time is it in my area? It is 7 o'clock here. It's a little bit awkward that, like, this card doesn't make this card cheaper. It doesn't, actually. We've tried all sorts of things to get Declan to wake up at, like, a normal person time that my wife and I could do, and it's just, like, whatever makes that little dude tick. Like, it doesn't matter if he goes to bed at, like, 7:30 or 8 o'clock or midnight. He's just, like, up by 6 a.m., up by 5 to 6 a.m., somewhere in there. did we legacy them? Please tell me we legacied them. Oh, I got so excited. I got so excited. I thought they were dead, chat. I thought they were gone. I thought it was over. And we're gonna put them in a little box and ship them away. Duct tape to the bed works. I don't know how we ever win a match like this. Like, if they cast Young Pyromancer here, I just can never interact with it. It makes infinite tokens and buries me. Counterbalance? That's wild. Could you go into some detail about Wasteland on 1 with the Delver in play there? Manguchi talked about it in a stream. He said he doesn't like that play. I like making that play every time because some amount of the time the game ends on the spot. These Delver decks play so few lands that literally just kills them some amount of the time. They're so powered by greed. And the tempo loss isn't really that countable. Like, it's literally one hit from the Delver that you're behind. Like the Delver gets one hit and maybe your opponent loses the game on the spot for not having a second land in their greedy deck. I would like to block every time. Bye, Felicia. Maybe they just figured they're incredibly unlucky and they're never going to flip this anyways. Is that True-Name? They're just going to kill me with that. Fun fact. When I played a bunch of Legacy back in the day, this is the card that made me stop playing the format. It's... The design on this card is super offensive. Just incredibly so. I think their 3-drop might be better than our 3-drop, chat. I think there's a chance. Shows that making all cards legal in a format without designing all cards with that format in mind is a bad idea in general. Is one of, if not the worst design in Magic's history. It's pretty bad. Evening Coral. Catching us towards the tail end here. Yeah. I think we're dead, chat. Ever come back from this position? Yeah, that's really the reason the thing to me that makes it the ultimate failure. It's not even just that it's offensive inside of Legacy. The thing that makes True-Name such a design failure in my mind is the fact that it literally isn't functional or good in the format they designed it to be okay for. Like, if it was like playable in its intended format and just like happened to be obnoxious here, it's like, well, at least they like hit their goal, right? Like they did what they were intending to do. But like with True-Name, it's like, it's not. It's essentially Legacy Mono Blue Tempo. No, this is Legacy Clunky Wizards. Hoping to hold things together with the Patron Wizard. Draco, thank you for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome. It genuinely feels to me like, and this comes from pressure that you see from other things outside of the format too. It feels to me like it feels to me like someone at Wizard of the Coast that makes decisions balancing formats views banning cards as a failure on the team's part, when I really don't think it should be. I think game design and Magic in general, just like, there's so many variables going on that, like, occasionally needing to rebalance things should just be something that, like, you accept happens and not view it as, like, we did a bad, basically. Thanks for all the great content. I wish you were on more while I was home. I usually have to watch YouTube. What's going on, Draco? Thank you for the quarter of a year. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I am running not quite this late, but I am running late-ish on Mondays. And when the new set does release at the end of April, I will be doing some extra long days again. The Invitational is a weird tournament. It feels like it wants to be a competitive event and a showcase, but it's doing a poor job of both. I disagree with the both part of your statement. I do think it's weird that it feels like they push this Invitational, especially by hyping the prize money a ton, as like this big, super competitive event. And I feel like the format that they chose leaves a bit to be desired in terms of competitive Magic, in terms of the amount of variance that it looks like it has on the surface. But I think in terms of showcasing Magic Arena, which is ultimately the goal of what this thing is doing, I think the tournament's done a good job of showcasing what Arena can do for competitive spectator Magic. I think it's been successful in that aspect. I actually disagree with that, Ebok. The standard best of 3 format has plenty of diversity in it. And you could probably argue that Standard, on average, has more archetype diversity among its competitive decks than Modern and Legacy often tend to have. Like, Legacy, from a top-down view, is basically 3 types of decks. It's Brainstorm, Ponder, Force of Will decks, Chalice of the Void Prison decks, and Random Cheese. Like, those are the big 3. Erica's just right at the end here, Osby. In fact, I think if we get beat up here, this is probably going to be my last one for the night. Total flavors of decks is definitely lower, but I would argue that's less important overall than archetype diversity. Archetype diversity is what showcases the range of the different types of deep gameplay that Magic has to offer. So, like, take Modern, for instance. Like, I can name you 14 or 15 different decks that kill people by turn 3, but, like, that only showcases kind of one range of what Magic can offer a player. A lot of Phoenix and Storm decks don't play Force of Will. I'd characterize them by Brainstorm plus Ponder. I'd argue Storm's not very good and it doesn't seem very popular, Chalky, and the Phoenix decks are very new and aren't really heavily represented in the format. So unless I've missed some big legacy thing, yeah, I'm very done. I don't think it's fair to classify Phoenix decks as a format staple. And Storm, to me, and this is true from just my entirety of playing Legacy for like the last 7 years, like, I've always kind of felt like Storm's a deck that's always been very overrepresented in proportion to how powerful the deck actually seems. I'd also argue you could probably slot Storm into that third category, which is decks trying to cheese people. Like, the Storm decks have draws that kill on the turn 1 and turn 2. I agree, Corel. I think the duo standard format was worse than doing the Hearthstone Specialist format, was worse than copying Conquest, and was worse than just playing traditional standard best of 3 with sideboards. I think any of those 3 formats would have been better than this Duo Standard looks like it's ended up. Wizards. I came close to not accepting this deck, and I think maybe I shouldn't have. It's just tough, right? Like, it's been a while since we've played a deck like this in Legacy, but we play decks like this in Modern, even Standard all the time. Basically, this is just a deck that it's trying to lean into synergies to make it good enough, and the synergy payoff that you're getting isn't proportional to the low power level of the individual cards that you're playing to try and make those synergies happen. So basically, Patron Wizard's kind of neat and does some strong things, but it's basically not strong enough even when it gets going to make up for the fact that we've registered Stonybrook Banneret in our Legacy deck, that we've registered Sage of Fables in our Legacy deck. So that's going to be it for me for today, folks. We're going for a little over 7 hours. I am taking the entire weekend off from streaming Magic. If you're one of my subs and you're in the Discord and you play Overwatch, I think we're going to do an Overwatch stream either tomorrow or Saturday. That'll be on Christy's channel. And if you're not a sub and you want to hang out while we do that, you can follow her on Twitch here. I'm going to go ahead and give a host to someone else still streaming on Twitch. Remember, if you want to watch more stuff for myself, you can check out my website and my YouTube channel. If you want to get in on playing Overwatch with me, I'm not sure when exactly it is. I'm going to talk to the boss, and she's going to figure it out. It'll probably be in the evening after the kids go to bed. We'll post in the subs Discord about that. Catch all y'all around later.